I'm in your class.
No, he'd be fine, bro. You kill it with him. Be like, see you tomorrow. And then the TA, can I talk to you for a second?
I'll be like, no.
What's your name? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Say What podcast. Come on, keep it up. What, you don't know what I'm going to say?
Oh, yeah, let's see. All right. You go first.
From the top?
Yeah, you go.
What's up, guys?
I thought I was going first.
No, you said from the top.
All right.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Say What podcast, episode 41. My name is Sohile Ali. I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Yousuf Naderpoor. Sohile and Yousuf, what podcast? Appreciate you.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
That's what
I'll
everyone's
explain.
Hey, we have a podcast. Everyone else. What?
Yeah, that's right.
It's the one.
Yeah, maybe you're listening on Spotify. If you are, please add to your library, follow us, give it a rate. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate you. Please give it a like, comment below, and subscribe for all future uploads. Share with your friends. Shout out to the people who, because we're back, we've been back. We've been back for a week now, 2 weeks in a row, consistent. Here we go.
We're back
for consistency. Shout out to those.
We relapsed a little bit.
A little bit of a relapse.
We went to rehab.
Back on our feet.
We're back on it. We got our chips. We got our 1 week chip.
We have some. Oh, it's almost like we have some dip.
No, they don't get the dip.
It's a chip.
But,
dry as hell.
Yeah,
1
sorry,
year. Yeah, no, 1 week or 1 week. 2 weeks, really. 2 weeks consistent. Shout out to all the people who messaged and commented that we came back. Appreciate you all. Concluding but not limited to Ike, Kaka Farid, Isaac, Mareed, Naweed. So many people reached out and they were like, finally, dude. 'Cause, I mean, people were, I guess, were waiting. I don't know.
Yeah. Damn. Where's that? I need this kind of support in other aspects of my life.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Plug it.
Ladies. No.
Me as a person. But honestly, we got a good episode for y'all today. We're back. We're in the office. For those that are watching in the studio, always trying to make some fun additions to the visual experience. But if you're just listening in the car, that's fine too.
Car. Sorry.
Keeping you on your toes.
Yeah,
Keeping you on your toes.
Yeah,
but
that's gonna take your headphones off for
that's
that.
it. Give me the chip. 0 days. No, we got a good episode today, yo. So what are we talking about today, man?
We're talking about a lot of entertainment stuff.
That's
but
right.
like usual, because you know what, I sit at home a lot, and I watch movies a lot.
That's right.
And I'm sad a lot, but
No. Keeps going.
But first of all, let me just say, I'm yet to see Thor Love and Thunder.
That's right. Okay.
You saw it.
I did see it. Yeah.
And I said, no.
Just for me seeing it.
But okay, here's what I'm gonna say. From the trailers alone,
Yeah.
I really wasn't even that excited about the movie.
The trailer, yeah.
And I think
Like
we're
the
all
aesthetic.
experiencing some Marvel fatigue, where it's
Phase 4.
there's just so much shit coming out.
It's a lot, man.
There's
It's a lot.
hold on, a lot.
No, for those that don't
There's
know,
so many.
it is a lot. It is a lot. Yeah.
And if you look up their release schedule, I forget but they have they have 5 Marvel shows out now. They dropped 3 movies
This year alone.
already.
Yeah.
God damn, man. The
Yeah.
VFX. Okay, that's another topic too.
Yeah.
The VFX team, pray for them, man.
This has been. I liked one of the tweets, and so many VFX artists on Twitter have been voicing their opinion on the latest things with screen caps and how the deadlines are crazy. For Marvel's deadlines for the people they're hiring for the work, visual effects.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
And you can tell, that's what we're arguing about. We're not really arguing. We're in agreeing about before.
Yeah.
Where I was we don't have $1 million budget to spruce this place up, right?
Oh, right. We're not.
Our lighting should not be in a multi-million-dollar movie. Where it's just white studio lights. Everything's washed
because
out.
the poor guy from Pakistan was like, they need the end of the week. All right.
Everyone
can eat later.
Dog. It's fucking you can see it in the work, in the Thor trailer.
It's
dog, people were cooking.
The trailer alone, and then, bro, there's parts in the movie where it's interesting how it actually has an impact on like the whole sequence, because you can tell like we're gonna have this cool thing, and then the hammer's gonna Mjolnir's gonna fly through the air and then catch it, and then I realized like, oh, they only had time for like maybe a couple seconds of that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, every single frame, and then it's just like a rush thing.
Yeah.
It's like it could have been cool, but you're pumping out too much. Man.
Also, okay, so tell me your like full thoughts on the movie. That's what I want to know.
For sure.
I just Thor: Love and Thunder. Let's talk about VFX like immediately.
No, I mean that's valid because it came from the trailer, right? And like I said, a lot of the same things were in the movie. A lot of those same VFX things. There was that moment. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, because it was like somebody tweeted like the picture, like the little kid's head floating. Did you see that one? Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a thing where he can talk to kids who he's not physically there. Yeah. And so like there's a moment where the kid's head's like floating, and I remember seeing that on Twitter. And I was like, oh, it can't be that bad. Like, they're just clowning on little things now. And then I seen the movie, and it was literally just like, you know, where you take like a thing in Premiere, the little bokeh effect or whatever, and then you keyed it out. It's like, oh, wow. It's Idris Elba's son is the character, the kid.
Is Idris Elba in the movie?
His character who died?
Yeah. Is he just like...
Well, he's dead. Okay. There's nothing, no crazy there.
Is he not? Is like a flashback or anything?
He may or may not be in the post-credits scene.
Oh.
But he's dead.
Fuck.
He's dead.
Spoiler.
He's dead. He's dead. Okay. It's not really. It's like he's dead. Anyway, the movie itself, man. I remember watching Thor Ragnarok. I enjoyed that movie. That was a fun time overall. I mean, the Thor movies are nothing. You don't go into a Thor movie expecting the world, right?
I have controversial opinions.
Right. As usual. No, but I was like, this is cool. You know, I like the aesthetic. I like the idea. And then all the stuff on Twitter going into it, I read all this stuff. So I didn't have the highest expectations. And it wasn't as bad of a movie as I thought it would be. Still, that thing of Marvels and just it's like a comedy. Right, they're just comedies now with moments of action. I will say, bright spots. Christian Bale as what's his guy's name? Whatever the guy's name is, the God Killer.
Yeah.
Oh man, every time he was on screen, I was like, yes.
Isn't he only on screen for like 10 minutes?
No, dude, no. There's a whole fight sequence with him. He has a cool thing. What he does, the main exciting thing he does.
I just want to watch it for him.
Protect Christian Bale at all costs. And that's what everyone's been saying too. It's like he's the best part of this movie. Honestly, it's worth it just to see his performance like in a big movie like this, because he gives it his all. He gives it his all, and I certainly
he's so
that.
Fucking good. It is not fair.
Yeah.
Even in Newsies, when he's like a little shithead teen, he's like, "Who's that?"
I haven't even seen Newsies, but
oh man,
like I
watched it in history class.
There's like nothing he can't do, right? Like literally. From Dick Cheney to Batman to this guy, but so his storyline was dope. And every time he was on screen, all that comedy shit kind of cut out too, which was great. They weren't like, oh, look at this guy. No, he was dope. His sequences were awesome. Natalie Portman is like my special place in my heart.
Black Swan.
Was it?
Did you watch Black Swan?
Black Swan. No, I haven't seen Black Swan actually.
Watch it.
Okay. oh, okay. Like.
No, watch it.
Okay.
It's a great movie, but also watch it.
Is it a great movie?
There's an amazing scene.
Oh, did you get naked? I can look that up later.
You know who else is in the movie? Mila Kunis.
Word? Damn, bro.
Watch it.
I think they can't see from the torso down.
But okay.
So overall,
what would you rate?
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was walking out.
I was like, okay, he's gonna give it like a 6 or a 7.
I was with my buddy Alex. Shout out Alex. We love Alex Fry. It's fine.
Who lives in?
He's a great guy. Yeah. His whole thing. He works. No. And Alex loves Marvel movies. Alex is an optimist. And I know he's not the kind of person who wants to like talk about the flaws of a movie after. He just doesn't. He's not going to really care. He's like, I had a good time. And so, but in my head, I was like walking out and I'm like, 4. I knew that. So, yeah.
Man, it's just, okay. I love Marvel. We all love Marvel. But hey, man, can we I think they just don't know what they want to do with the universe right now. That's what it feels like.
I don't want to do the universe. Make money.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a given.
The story.
They're just like everything's just being thrown out. Like, that producers and the Marvel execs are just going through like every comic book ever made by Marvel, and they're like,
oh my god,
Vague superhero number 3, new, like, you know, like, okay, here's another
come
thing.
on down.
Did you watch the Miss Marvel series?
I've watched all 5 episodes out of 6.
I haven't watched any of it.
Okay, well that
And
I'll say.
I'm a racist for it.
Whoa.
No, dude, I went on. Okay,
Racist,
so when,
you're Afghan.
because this is when oh,
And you're wearing Ismail. Hey, shut up, Islam.
But here's what I was gonna say.
Okay, yeah.
Miss Marvel came out,
Yeah.
and obviously we know that the viewership is low as shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Lowest Marvel show
Yeah.
debut, and that's like, I mean, they had some big hitters, right?
I mean, like
I don't know if I'd expect. Maybe Hawkeye. Hawkeye was probably
that one got more viewership because it
No,
was
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like everyone's like, ooh,
like I don't know, like the next one I would expect to be
keep it
lower.
short. Yeah, and then also the Hawkeye also fucking was like key to like showing that Daredevil's
That's
gonna be
true, I
back in the
guess.
MCU. So like
Ooh.
that's gonna be sick as fuck. Okay, wait, time out. Actually,
What?
quick
What?
sidetrack. No, not that.
Oh,
no,
okay.
you're good. You're good. The fuck you've seen Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
The show.
Yeah.
You know how good that show is.
Oh man.
Hey, if Marvel starts taking shortcuts with that show, I'm burning Disney and Disney properties to the ground.
So wait, are they doing the next season on Disney Plus?
Yeah,
They're starting over.
It's going to be a continuation.
Word.
But what I'm worried about, because they already did this in the Hawkeye show, where like Kingpin in the Daredevil show. Oh, spoiler if you fuck you. Anyway, so
Yeah, spoilers.
Kingpin in like the Daredevil show, he's like, the acting is like top notch by Vincent D'Onofrio, and he's like, you know, a really like when he's on screen, he's like a scene stealer because he's just so intimidating. Everything he does is like layered as shit.
Yeah.
You know?
His character, what they did with him,
In
the writers.
the fucking Hawkeye show, this man's a cartoon.
Same actor.
Yeah, same
brought him
actor
in.
and like everything. But like, man,
Seriously.
don't do this with Daredevil. If you do this with Daredevil, you're gonna just completely lose your fan
And
base.
this whole plan's gonna backfire,
like
right?
it's like
Getting this
it's like
Daredevil
at the
IP
beginning
back
of the
in there.
MCU, it was like, okay, this is for comic book lovers and like
Mhm.
people who enjoy like they built that core fan base.
Yeah.
And then
Huge,
now it's like
huge
they're not even trying to like appeal to any core fan base because they've got them locked down for the most part, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Now they're just like, okay,
by the balls.
we're just gonna make this for like the general audience, and it's really impacting
There it is,
everything.
right there.
Yeah,
Because they're trying
because
to.
they're trying to make it for
greater reach.
everyone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Bro,
They-
that's actually something that I was gonna say about Thor is that it's like, let's scoop up kids who may have gone to Minions instead because they want that audience as
it
well.
started with Ragnarok, where like
Yeah.
like it's more like we have more comedic hits. Like people say
That's-
Guardians of the Galaxy, but dude, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 had jokes in it, but for the most part, the dramatic moments and the intense moments that stayed. There was
Yeah.
no like.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
probably
with-
Ragnarok's probably the first one where that ratio
Yeah,
slowly started.
And
its
Ragnarok made bank.
Oh,
right?
sure.
It was
Oh,
the
yeah.
first Thor movie that like everyone was like, "What the fuck's
a
such a good
Thor movie that's
Yeah.
entertaining.
And yeah,
Even
exactly.
to cut his
I
hair?
didn't. Okay, I didn't think the first two were that bad. I
Yeah.
didn't think they're. Yeah,
And
there's some like Swiss cheese in it.
when was the last time you saw them?
Well, I saw them release day, but I was
We were like 10.
no,
The Thor movies, bro. Remember we went to see
The
Thor
se- the
2
third-
for my birthday?
the second one, I liked it.
Yeah,
I feel like if I watched it
I
again,
haven't
I'd still-
revisited them. Yeah.
Here's the thing.
So like I have that notion
So
too.
here's the problem. No,
Yeah.
I feel like if I rewatch it now,
Huh?
well, my problem is gonna be I'm gonna appreciate those like
Oh.
intense moments more,
Of
and
course.
be happy that there's no fucking like
Let's
you
hope.
know,
Yeah.
comedic moments.
I just don't think they were just not memorable
No, they're
for
not.
me.
They're not the best at all.
But
but
I
they're not as bad.
just as you, I
They're
haven't like watched it since
Yeah,
we watched
from
it.
when I
in
I
theaters,
enjoyed
yeah.
it is my thing. It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
dog shit.
No,
you know?
no, as
That's like Black Widow.
but like at that age,
We walked out of the Black Widow.
Oh,
we
well,
walked
that's-
out of there. We were like,
us
so
12 years later.
We were just
Uh-huh.
like, what did you think about that? We're
was
like
like-
confused as shit.
I like Florence Pugh,
Yeah, I love
but man,
that movie
wow.
is the
And what's it? David Harbour.
yeah.
David Harbour.
That movie was worth less than the sum of its parts. Like every individual piece, like Scarlett Johansson, David Harbour,
There you go. That's a
like
good way to put it.
everyone
Greater
in that
than the
movie,
sum of its
right?
parts. Yeah.
Like they're all great. We've seen them be great. That movie,
And then you put it together again,
like
like a blip in my
Yeah.
head because we saw it in Florida at the Disney Springs movie theater.
yeah,
Just killing
And
time.
I got
for our
my
flight.
food last.
Did you, dude? Yeah, like this is the food type theater. They brought our food to us, right to us.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like hungry. I was like, wings, nachos.
We were starving that day too.
$45. I don't give a shit.
We were starving,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like they were only doing appetizers only. Like they didn't have
Oh
entrees.
yeah,
But we got
that's
wings.
why it was appetizers.
Dude. So then they brought out all of your guys' shit. I'm like,
Oh, dude.
I was the first one to order.
You definitely were in line ahead of me, dude.
And I was like-
the fuck?
Like 3 workers come by. They were great. The workers
They were
great. I'm not-
very
like,
nice, very nice.
Hey, I'm in the food industry. I know.
And you're especially courteous
was-
with them
I was
too.
like-
Like,
they were
you're
like-
literally fine.
It was like, I think it was like halfway through the movie,
Easily.
they finally brought my food after like 3 people were like, we're so sorry, we're getting it out to you.
Yeah.
And every time, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like curling
Yeah.
up because my stomach's hurting.
We're just like, fucking sucks, dude.
Fuck, how did I get here? Hold on.
Black Widow.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're making Marvel movies for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Like whoever you don't have to know
mean,
about the movies.
Eternals, bro.
Like you don't. But here's the thing,
Yeah.
right? They say they're trying to do this thing where it's like, oh, anyone can watch our movies, right?
Uh-huh.
But there's so many plots that are connected to other movies,
other
in
movies.
the other universe that you
Uh-huh.
have to watch the movies.
What
So
about
it's
reading the comics? You think you have to read the comics
Nah.
these days? Not really.
Because
Yeah.
it's like this is his own thing.
But do they
if
still
you-
have those moments for like those
Yeah,
hardcore
there-
comic fans?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
definitely like those like straight from the panels onto
More like-
screen, which
like,
is
fuck
dope.
yeah.
Those are dope,
Yeah.
right? I'm not. You don't have to watch the comic. Like you don't have to read the comic book and then to watch the movie and enjoy
but
it. Right?
the movie part,
But
that's what
The
happens.
movie part is supposed to stand alone anyway, so I
Right.
don't really have a problem with that. But my problem is when, like it's the same thing in comedy too, where they're trying to make, they're trying to make their genre for everyone, right? But maybe this not everything needs to be for everyone.
Oh, hot take,
That's-
baby.
like,
I
you-
like
like,
it.
okay.
It shouldn't be.
Basic
but it
human
is.
rights, yeah, for everyone. Equality, you know what? Yeah, for everyone. Free healthcare. Yeah, I mean, if you look past,
I die on that hill. No, yeah.
universal healthcare, definitely, yeah, for everyone.
Yeah.
You watching a movie and liking it, maybe it's just not for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like movies don't have to be for
Yeah.
you.
And therein
That's why
is-
there's so many movies that
That's
you
right.
can watch.
Yeah.
If you're not
We
into
have genres.
if you're not into Marvel movies, just don't watch them.
Yeah.
You don't have to shit on them. Like
Kevin Feige just shuddered. That was Kevin Feige.
I was like, damn, bro.
Said that.
It's like I didn't know it was that wrong.
Just turn into him.
Like, don't be
man.
like like these fucking the film
Elitists.
guys where they're like,
Film school.
Marvel movies are not real cinema. Like, here's the thing about
Oh.
this. Lately, it's been feeling like that.
Lately, I agree.
Like it's like, damn. But the early ones,
Oh,
like this could just be like my,
Phase
but it's not my
one,
nostalgia because we rewatched
Phase
it.
two,
And it fucking slaps.
phase 3. We did. Yeah, exactly. We
And
said
so
last
like,
week.
you
No, but you bring up a good point in that if it's supposed to be for everyone,
yeah.
it's the franchise IP. I feel like that's all. Yeah, that's another reason why indie movies, small budget, original stories, we're not seeing as many.
Why do you think A24 is
Exists.
getting so hyped up and
They're-
like it's become a meme now?
They're the one.
Like, legitimately, they're coming out. They're like,
That's so true.
here's the thing. This is the problem. We have all these big fucking movie production companies making movies for everyone, and they're trying to get everyone to watch it so they make the most money, right?
Just
And when
Disney.
you do that, you know what it'd be like if everything like
Everywhere,
like
all at once.
oh, naughty, you're teasing me.
Well, that's where we're headed. Yeah.
But
What,
it's like,
what would it be if what?
okay, imagine. Okay, let's say they're doing this in comedy too. This connects with all art.
The
okay?
comedy
But I'm
film
just saying
is
comedy
dead.
because
It's just dead. We haven't
comedy
seen
and films and movies are like the two things that like I feel like we know.
it.
Like, we thrive
There
in
we go.
knowing
Now
that,
we
right?
have a good. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, like
Educated.
in comedy, right, with like the whole like, oh, you can't make offensive jokes, you can't say this, you can't say that.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like if we took all the jokes that were like, that were not gonna offend anyone, right?
Okay.
And it's like a generic, like it's like a spray shot, you know what I mean? Where it's like there's no offensiveness, there's no like artistic technique to it because we're trying to make jokes that everyone can laugh at, right?
Uh huh.
You know, like one comedian's trying to do that.
We'd have Jeff
And then
Dunham
trying to make the entire community do that, right? The whole artistic aspect of it is completely gone. Because everyone's doing the same jokes. It's all the same type of comedy where it's like, it's all the same. It's all
awful.
For everyone, right?
Slowly, this comedy
but there's no, like, you know, the creativity's gone.
Yeah, because there's no room to
There's no
explore.
variety. There's no like, different perspectives, which is what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
It's giving your own personal perspective and making it, you know, like a thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like legit comedy, like stand-up,
like
the art of stand-up.
Yeah, stand-up. That's what I'm comparing it to. Right?
Yeah.
Movies are the same thing. When you take a movie, right?
Yeah,
like,
it should be.
And you take, like, the fucking people keep complaining about, like, the runtime. Like, James Cameron, right? What he's talking about Avatar 2.
Oh.
And how people are like, oh, fucking Avatar's 2 is long. And he was like, just shut the fuck up. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh,
like,
I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Like
what are you crying about?
It's like, exactly. It's like people are trying to shorten these movies so that way, like, the attention span is everyone.
Or how
all
about
movies.
How about that they can play more?
What?
How about that?
Exactly.
They can play more in the theater. Yeah.
They're getting cut the. Okay, the Snyderverse, right? The Zack Snyder movie, the Justice League movie, right?
Yeah.
And like Batman versus Superman.
Right.
That was originally like a 3.5 hour movie, cut down to 2.5. They cut a whole hour out of it.
Right, and then that's the Snyder cut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like no, that's a whole. That's another.
That's
thing.
not that.
This is the Batman vs Superman one. So like, there's the director's cut, which is like
Ultimate Edition,
and the theatrical cut.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Ultimate or whatever they call it. Okay.
The theatrical cut was like 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 to 2 hours.
That's what was in the theater.
And then the director's cut was like 4 hours. They're cutting all of that fucking time out. So when you cut all those plots,
4 hours is too long for a movie.
all the character development, everything.
But
right?
as you say,
you're getting like a fucking choppy piece of shit.
And you're surprised
and
that the product is lesser. Yeah.
And it's the studio trying to fucking like make it for so everyone can watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not what art is supposed to be. It's, you know, it's
a risk.
It's variety.
It should be a risk.
It's risk and it's variety.
It should be different.
Like that's the whole point of it. Sorry, jeez, I'm getting really like
bad.
But when you make everything for, you know, when you make art for everyone,
then
right,
it's for no one.
Then it becomes useless. It becomes like if you took all the individuality out of society, right?
Yeah.
And what's it gonna be? Everyone has the same personality.
And we're in to the Space Odyssey.
Yeah. No one stands the fuck out. It's gonna be boring. You know, that went on like an art rant, but like that's what these Marvel movies are fucking feeling.
That's the core of like what we're talking about here. Why the product, the movie turns out that way. Why we're only seeing certain movies, and we alluded to the Everything Everywhere All at Once. We watched this on Friday night with our boy. Shout out to Ethan for his Prime account. Downloaded it. Fucking beautiful film. A24. Film, right?
Everything Everywhere All at Once. A24 movie. Fucking nuts.
Surrealism.
Nuts.
Existentialism. This isn't like a genre movie,
Can
right?
we compare the budget between that movie and like a new Marvel movie?
So 20 million.
20 million was the
20
budget.
million, yeah.
Dog. What did Ethan say? 3 VFX people.
Yeah, dude.
3.
That's insane. And dude, some of those things
on
they
a
did
$20 million budget blows the fucking water out of the fucking Doctor Strange movie that came out.
Yeah, I still haven't seen
blows the water.
But yeah, and you're left more entertained. It's way more memorable,
dude.
And look at this, we're telling people about it too. Like that's the thing of like word of mouth.
That movie was like
underrated.
All word of mouth. There's like people watched it. Twitter went fucking.
Did you see a single ad for that movie?
I saw like maybe like 1 or 2.
Maybe,
and they were like 15-second ads.
Yeah.
Right? There was one ad that I saw in the movie theater, and that was it.
Oh, okay.
Like that was it. I never saw it again. And I have A-list. I go all the time.
Yo, shout out! I also bought A-list now, and I did not realize it's up to 3 a week.
3 a week,
bro. Catch me at the theaters alone. I don't give a shit,
That's
man.
What I'm saying, man.
Bro, 3.
I've been on that.
So it's 20. Do you have the $20 a month one, or do you have the more? Yeah.
$20.
I was like, I'm not going to fucking Colorado, like those theaters. And also, when you get out there, they don't really have AMC's like we have to go.
Yeah.
They'll have like a Regal or like a nicer theater. Dolby.
God damn, dude.
But for $20, bro, you see 2 movies in 1 month, it already pays for itself.
Yeah.
That's fucking
And that's
amazing.
not including like if we go to an IMAX theater in Indy. You know, where IMAX is like
Is
already
it also
like 50.
IMAX? If it's an AMC IMAX.
Any movie.
AMC. Oh
Because
You know what? I'm thinking of the State Museum. There's an AMC 17.
no, yeah.
That's
AMC
the
ones,
one.
yeah.
Got it. And
Anything
then Dolby
AMC,
theaters,
yeah.
right? Fucking hell, mate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cracked
So
out.
you
But,
put
like,
me on. I was like, what is this? And I was like, 3 a week?
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
And like,
bro.
dude, but like, back to Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
The fucking cinematography. You know how pretentious I sound when I say that?
Who- did you know the brothers, the filmmaking duo? Did you know
No,
them?
I
They're two
didn't.
brothers
The
named
Daniels?
the Daniels, right? So I was watching an analysis. Somebody told me some other thing they made, but where I also had that visual like the style and the acting. I mean, I don't know the main actress's name, but she was in Crazy Rich Asians. And
Yeah, dude, I forgot I'm spacing on her name.
yeah,
She's a legend, bro.
literally.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Have you seen that fucking movie?
No.
Ooh, so good.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if she's in
good.
it, God, just
Dude, she's such a good actress.
this
She's like
movie, we highly recommend it.
martial
Obviously,
arts, Korean.
I think since like maybe Sorry to Bother You,
Yeah.
I think I only see a movie with that same like surreal kind of take on it, right? You got to follow this shit too. Like you can't
Yeah.
be dozing off like
Yeah.
drink a Celsius. You got to fucking pay attention because I tell my mom about it, I was like, I don't know if she's really like dialed
Yeah.
in to really get what's really happening, but man, if it's a
That's a
time.
great movie, though, dude.
It's a great
I
ride.
wish I saw it in theaters. God damn
I
it.
straight up, yeah, like
Goddamn.
but
But
the lights
you
going,
know.
but yeah, and that was the final point,
Yeah.
which is look at this. This is an artistic take on a movie.
on a fraction
You
of the
know, it's not played in all the same theaters as the big
budget. On
budget
a
movies are.
fraction of the budget.
And I guess what I'm trying to say here is take risks, right? Just because studios are gonna see franchise, obviously, and that's why we're seeing reboots and remakes because it's like it's an investment, right? Anytime you see producer, it means he put up his money knowing it's gonna pay off dividends.
Dude, and like producers and like, you know, like the production companies where the executives that are like, maybe you should take this out. Like they have their place, right? Because they know,
For
like
sure.
they're on the
give us good
business
stuff.
side. You know what I mean? They're on the business side.
Mm.
You know, there have been cases where like a studio comes in and they're like, okay, we're gonna give you full creative freedom, and the movie sucks a cock, like Wonder Woman 84.
That was
Did you watch
giving
the sequel?
No, I didn't.
Don't,
But,
because
what I
like
heard.
the movie, like this, like the executive was like, you know what, we
Did
trust
Patty
the direct-
Jenkins do that too?
I think so,
Uh-huh.
but like they're basically like, we're hands off. You do what you want to do with this movie, right? And the movie, what dog water?
Oh, it was the other way. It was full creative.
Yeah, it was, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's examples of like where they get full creative freedom, right? And they're just like, "Fuck it, we're gonna do something that no one's done before," and it's like
Interesting.
a message that
Well,
everyone's
there you go.
done
So
before.
still play within some bounds,
That's what I'm saying.
right?
Like they have their place.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
They have their place.
Right under here.
Where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, they know the business side.
There you go.
There are times when they're right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't let things just run buck wild.
I hate to say it, but like, hey man, Harvey Weinstein, terrible guy, but
Dude,
he did.
fire catalog.
That's what I'm saying.
Fire.
Like,
From Goodwill Hunting.
I'm not condoning anything he did.
to how many Tarantino movies? Like
That's what I'm saying.
all of them except for
Like, you know,
wow.
his
I mean-
creative. He had creative. He was one of the executives that had like good
Did you
creative
listen
instinct.
to Tarantino on Rogan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where
That
he's talking
was
about their relationship.
Uncomfortable.
Okay, I want you to remember that Miramax had nothing to do with it. You know, I didn't touch it.
yeah.
Oh man, the torture scene, right? In
in-
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good. That's what I'm saying.
But,
Like there are good
yeah.
calls, right?
Good calls.
But there are
So
also when they
Bro.
overstep their boundary. You know.
yeah.
The whole point. Sorry, this is the last.
No,
thing
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
You're good. I'm
The
waiting
whole
for you. You're good.
point of art is like you're supposed to break the rules. So when you try to put fucking rules on it, right? When you try to put rules on like filmmaking, and when you try to put rules on like on comedy, when you try to put rules on fucking painting, whatever the fuck it is, right? You're hindering the art itself, and you're giving it more reason to go against that. But yeah, like that's the whole point of the art is to break the rules that you're putting onto it.
And
Like,
that's
you,
right.
You know,
yeah.
you're not doing anyone any favors except you're pissing people off by telling them to like stop doing what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then don't be surprised
Yeah.
when that product doesn't get the same
Is mid as
reception.
shit. And then the
Mid.
same people that are telling them all these rules, they're like, well, then why did it turn out like this? This is your fault.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's, like they start pointing the finger at the guy who did it.
Dude, it's
When,
crazy.
It's fucking silly.
So I want to do a quick plug, and you can certainly still take his classes. Michael Uslan, you can still take him because he comes every spring semester, every January. But like this, what we're talking about right here, like he simulates that in his class. Like he's like, okay, you guys are all producers. We work for Fox. I'm like the head exec. I want you guys to bring me an IP, bring it to the table. Like you literally sit at a table, and then bring your IP to the table, and then tell us like some comparables. Give us like the long and the short of it. Pitch it basically. Pitch it to why should we produce this as a movie? And people come with like book ideas and stuff that hasn't been done. I was like, I want to do a Mark for Anthony reboot like properly, because it never got done. And that was a hell of a thing to explain. But I ended up like tagging on with someone else who had this really dope like young adult science fiction, fantasy novel that had just never been done to a book.
Like Hunger Games and Divergent,
exactly.
and then like 50.
But it was original. It was different. It was like its own story. It wasn't like
put me in that room.
It wasn't like we're gonna give Rue a backstory. Yeah, no, seriously. You in that room would thrive because you actually will be like, let's fucking. What he likes to do, he likes to stir the pot. Uslan himself, he'll be like, okay, well, what is this like, and did it do well, and what were the numbers, and so you got to have like your fucking box mojo ready and be like, okay, well, it has a female-driven lead, strong, independent, like Katniss Everdeen, and so look at the Hunger Games movies; those were fucking bananas, and so everyone has to have those, right? But then like one kid will come in and be like, he'll ask him for the numbers, like, okay, what's a comparable, right? What's like. If I'm gonna make an animal movie with like CGI animals, it'd be like fucking. We bought a zoo. No.
The Dr. Dolittle one with
Zookeeper.
Oh, okay.
It'd be like Zookeeper, and everyone just be like, oh no, that's shit. Because if the movie that you're comparing it to didn't do well, then immediately all other people are like, dude, no, fuck, we're not making that. But then once in a while, one kid will be like, okay, I don't care if you think it's like that. It's not, and it's going to do well because it's got passion. The artist behind it, the storyteller, the way I read the book or I saw the whatever it was. And I think this would be so dope if you could do it. And anyone who's a media student or not, an IU student should take one of this class, the business of producing motion pictures. Because then you do the table thing, and then you also do a proper one-on-one pitch, like you and your producing team go in and pitch to him. And it's like from the schmooze in the beginning where it's like, hey, how's the family? To like, all right, what do you got for me? And he can do shit like start early, cut you off, take a phone call, like a fake phone call. He'll do all this shit just to keep you on your toes and ready. And it gets brutal in there, man. So I think you'd enjoy it.
Fuck no.
Fuck IU. Ain't taking my money.
I mean, hey, if they give it, if they give it for free.
If you find yourself,
no, you know what you could do, sign up and then tell me when the class is, and I'll just go.
Bro, I could tell exactly.
I'll just be like,
he's not one to check the fucking thing either, so you totally could.
I'll just be like, hi. I'm in your class.
No, he'll be fine, bro. You kill it with him. Be like, see you tomorrow, and then the TA, can I talk to you for a second?
I'll be like, no.
What's your name?
Be the
TA.
Ask me to talk to me after class.
Okay, yeah. And it was, all right, I'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Thanks, Mike.
You sent Patsy on the back, exactly. And then the TA, hey, can I talk to you for a second?
No. Just walk away.
Oh shit! Careful there with the wall there, bud. Cheers.
Oh shit! Was I doing that?
I think.
Oh no!
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, you know what?
No one see. Dude. I didn't.
We've already dinged these walls a lot.
Okay.
Shout out to wherever
just
we are.
Just a little.
Yeah, we're gonna have to paint this shit anyway. There's like so many marks, so don't worry about it.
Well,
but
it's here. It was there before.
That's all right. Anyway,
yeah,
exactly.
It was there before.
Yeah. What was it? Yeah. Fuck. So.
Yeah,
be bold, right?
Yeah.
Be bold. Go big, go home.
If we want to get political, I can make it political.
We can go political.
Do you want it?
If you want.
This is a warning. If you don't like politics, skip. But okay, here's what I'm
been warned.
So the last argument that I said, where it was like
VFX.
No. Where it was like you
comedy
putting art for everyone,
okay.
telling people not to say specific things, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a centrist. I'm a left-leaning centrist. Okay.
Quit showing off.
I'm just saying, right? I'm looking outside looking in, right? I'm talking both at like the extreme ends on the spectrum.
Okay.
Right? Where it's like, this is the fucking, like, they got pink hair.
Dude, he's saying y'all are acting too goofy.
This is the liberal side,
Yeah,
They
extrema.
Yeah. And you got the, the conservative. Hey, I hate both. Okay.
Of course.
But
Too much of a good thing.
it's like, have you put two of them in a room and been like the left
Fuck,
side
no.
for the last like 10 years, right, has been like, to the right, they're like, you can't say this. That's offensive to this group right here. You can't say that. This is gonna be like,
Sure, yeah.
and they're putting so much of like a chokehold on everything that like people are saying, right?
Dave Chappelle.
Like, yeah. Did you watch that fucking
his latest thing on Netflix?
Yeah, did you watch
No. It's like a thing from like
oh my, so good.
it's like a recording of one of his performances from like, it wasn't like a proper special.
No,
right?
it wasn't a
Yeah.
special. It was like they
was
were
he
naming a
talking?
building after him.
Oh,
Yeah.
his
that
old
one.
high school.
Yeah.
His old high school. Got
It's so good, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah, he's talking
no
to the
one talks
youth. He's
about-
talking to the
this is
future.
what pisses me off about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
No one talks about the fucking like when he's like just being real, like that, the thing that came out when
Mm-hmm.
he's explaining himself, right? No journalist from this side is talking about that, right? This side doesn't give a fuck about really most. of the stuff,
On the
right?
contrary, these guys pushed him such that this side like supports him.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
funny,
And
yeah.
even then, they're both scumbags, right? They're
It's
both
just-
these fucking sides, right?
yeah,
This
it's
side is
awful.
coming at Dave Chappelle. This is a great example for what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
They've come at Dave Chappelle so fucking hard for jokes, right? For jokes, right? And they've labeled him as like a transphobe, this, that, whatever, or turf. That's something I learned about like 6 months ago.
Oh yeah.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
They're coming up with new terms
Fucking
all the time.
Rubber
right?
football field.
This side is like, hey man, I fucking can't stand this side either. But even then, they have some good points where like you can't fucking stop people from speaking.
Yeah,
Just
as
like-
rigid as they are with their rules, they love the rules. But if
Yeah.
that rule says he can say it, fucking he can say it.
Like, dude, like they can't. This is like, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
It's kind of it's a catch-22 though, because at the same time, it's like if Trump can say that, he can say it.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? Dave Chappelle is right here in the middle, right? Same place that we're at.
Yeah,
where
he's
it's
probably
like,
been that way a little
yeah.
bit, but yeah,
like yes and
because
no.
of these crazies.
Like yes and no.
Yeah.
Like
he's a guy. He's a
yeah,
comedian.
he's
yeah,
a comedian.
Yeah. First.
He's making jokes.
Yeah.
Shit like that. This side went ape shit over the jokes, right?
Oh yeah.
This side's going the ape shit over like the real shit
Over the
he's
ape
spitting,
shit.
right? Over the real.
Oh, over the actual
that,
experience.
Like, where, not even that, like what he says about like like white supremacy and like how black people have been treated over the years, right? This side has a problem with that, right?
They would probably,
This side has gotten so latched onto the joke part that they're not even listening to the fucking truth that he says that's not related to the joke, right?
Yeah.
Like, did you listen to Midnight Miracle yet, the podcast, or no?
No.
Dude, he talks like so much like legit shit on there.
Yeah.
That new thing that came out at his high school, right?
Mhm.
He talks about like where like what the point of like his jokes are and shit like that. You
Yeah,
know?
and this side's missing the point.
They're not even watching the shit. They're looking at the shit at face
that's
value.
so true.
in
They're not even
text.
watching. They're not even watching.
How many times have we been in the discussion where like if you read the jokes that we say on
dude.
paper,
Yes.
we
Transcribed.
would sound like horrible
I'm not
people.
clipping those things.
The
but
art
yeah.
of the comedy is how you're just how you're saying it.
Like he
That's
says all the
making it
time,
funny, right?
context
This side
is
isn't seeing
everything.
that.
Yeah,
They're not seeing
it's
that shit at
everything.
all.
No, and they, like you said, they're not watching. And really, what Chappelle was kind of used as a vehicle to like go at Netflix, right?
Yeah.
They're like, why you shouldn't be supporting this $60 million in specials? Well, come on, So it was almost like they're just looking for ways to combat the big bad corporation with a walkout and all that stuff.
Dude,
So
it's like they're not even. They're doing this shit with complete misinformation, and it's self-inflicted information.
yeah.
How many times have you made a joke like that was kind of edgy, right? And like, let's say we had like we
Well,
had
it
a gay
depends
friend.
where.
Like if we had a gay friend, right? And then
Okay.
we have another straight friend that's on this side, right? How many times
okay.
have we made a gay joke? That person gets offended for this person.
Oh,
and
yeah,
this
yeah.
person's not offended.
Oh,
right?
oh, sure.
If they're mad about it, let them be mad about it, right? This is another thing that's happening where it's
I don't
like
understand this. Yeah, getting offended over.
getting offended
For a
on
different-
someone's behalf
The-
that you don't even know if they're offended at it.
No.
You know what I mean? It's
And
just an assumption.
Well, was it a joke about them personally or like gay people just being
No, it's
gay?
just like a vague gay joke.
Just a
vague gay joke.
Then they have no place, frankly,
That's what I'm saying.
to defend the
That's what I'm saying.
group, right?
Like there's a
And
bunch
I've heard
of
gay,
that's
people,
become
gay
a meme.
comedians say this, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's a meme now where like there's that
Yeah.
one overly like progressive friend
Right.
that's like,
Dude.
whoa, dude,
Yeah.
too far.
What are y'all
And the
doing,
other-
man?
And the other friend's like, no, it's fine. He's like, no, I can speak for you. That's what they don't even realize they're fucking doing it. You know what I mean?
Get him out. Yeah.
In the closure special,
God.
how many times has Dave Chappelle been like that last story where he was talking about that one transgender friend he had?
The comedian, yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Like
She was
they
fucking-
don't reference that at all in the articles. They list the first fucking few jokes.
It's crazy how far from the actual story
Yeah.
they got. Like I think I saw the thing first and I watched specials like you missed the fact that she was a comedian. He gave her opportunities. They were friends.
That's what I'm
His
saying.
friend died. His friend killed her. Like
They don't see that shit at all. They're looking at this shit face value.
face value.
That's the type of shit that's pushing people to this side.
It's like if we watched just the trailer and said, "Oh, it's a shitty movie," just from the trailer.
That's what I'm saying. Like this side is doing a great job at pushing people over here.
Yeah,
Because
and
they're so fucking like over the top.
Look at any Bill Maher clip these days, and I'm not the one to agree with Bill Maher on everything. Not that's for
Yeah.
sure, but that's basically it's like, dude, I remember liberalism. I remember it used to mean something. It used to mean open-minded. Used to mean welcome and this and that and the other. Now it's ironic.
The same thing happened with the feminist movement, where it was like feminism. We're feminists. Women
Yes.
are equal to fucking men.
They deserve.
But what it became was this weird fucking like
Battle.
hijack system
Mm-hmm.
where it was like, oh, women are better than men. Men are shit. Men are this, that, and that. How many people do you think pushed that argument alone to being like, I'm not a fucking feminist?
Right, exactly. That's why.
That's
That's
the
why
same shit they're
that you don't
fucking
want to
doing.
say it because it's just like, oh God, no. The idea in your head is
People are so scared now
It's not
to
what the definition
oppose that
is.
or argue against that now because they're scared of like the social fucking to be ostracized, right? That no one fucking says anything. So now they're just getting away with fucking pushing these people over, and then they're wondering where the fuck, like, why are there so many people on this side now?
yeah.
It's like if I shoot myself in the foot and I blame you, and I have the gun in my hand, like, "Doosh, why did you shoot me in the foot? You know how I feel about my foot."
That reminds me of this is a Fahim Anwar bit he's working on, and he said back in the early 2000s, if you want to mess with somebody like on their MySpace account, you could be like, and they left it open, you'd be like, I'm gay, and then be like. And then now, if you want to fuck up someone's life on Twitter, like some guy left Twitter open, just tweet, Lizzo was not a queen.
My life is over.
And I think that speaks exactly to that, right?
Like even the Eric Andre
The
skit
fair.
where he just walks out, shoots Hannibal Buress, and he's like, "Why would America do this?" You know.
Oh my God.
But
You're right, man. But I gotta see that Chappelle, Washington D.C. is where he was from.
It's so fucking good,
the
dude.
high school.
Because it's like there's jokes in it, yeah, but
it's
it's
like a half hour.
just
45
just listening to
minutes.
fucking Dave Chappelle speak. Like that
That's
man has such a way with like
poetry,
public
man.
speaking,
Mhm.
and like 2 minutes in, like in that little like preview clip that they show, I was hooked. Immediately. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, and
Yeah.
I was hooked.
Yeah.
Like
No, man. I'm gonna
Dude.
check that out, man, for sure.
like if
Yeah.
you, like on like a last note, I'm just gonna say this.
Mhm.
Like this is my loud of the week.
Hey,
This
let's
side,
do it.
right?
Let's do it.
This is my like this what this became.
Perfect.
Right? I will have two, but the other one's not as strong. But like, the lot of the week is like the people on this side, right? That are fucking, they're missing out on so much, right? Because they were like not only like easily offended, but scared of being offended, right?
Trigger warning.
Do you know how fucking much you're missing out on? Like there's stuff that I've watched that's like, okay, I thought it was offensive. Because, like, it was shit, right?
Offended my taste.
But you know what? Like, you
shouldn't
fucking,
watch this.
you're toughening your fucking skin up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in an ideal world, yeah, nothing's offensive. That's not the world we fucking live in. You need to fucking just give the shit a chance. If you don't like it, you don't watch it. You don't need to fucking end someone's career over it.
You don't have to
right?
watch it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
You are making the active choice to fucking click that special, sit through the entire thing, right, and then be offended at everything that happens in it, right?
Yeah.
But even then, they're not really watching half of it. They're not watching the whole thing. They're watching like a little portion of it on like a clip on Twitter.
Yeah,
and they're
if
like,
that, yeah.
no. Or they're reading in the fucking New York Times where there's like a $15 paywall, to read their
No
dog
one
shit
fucking
articles.
reads news, yeah.
To read their fucking baloney ass op-eds where they're like, like on their fucking Kindle where they say they hate Amazon, but they literally get everything from there, and then they also buy Amazon everything.
And they're reading New York Times.
Hey Alexa, remind
New
me
York
to
Post.
tweet about Jeff Bezos at 3 p.m. and his taxes.
And also Jack Dorsey.
Yeah.
Wait.
Like it. You have to.
Yeah, bro. That's what. That's not Lauda of the week. That's Lauda of our generation.
I swear to God.
So, and like you said, this whole man is it pushing this way? Like I gotta tell you, I'm not that way, but I sometimes from time to time kind of just need a little hit, just a little hit of the extreme, just to be like, okay, fine.
That's why I'm in the middle, man.
Just like
I
mean,
both sides
moderate
so much. The two-party system is killing everyone.
It's a good bet, and honestly, we're not afraid clearly to speak our minds on these things. But what moderate to me means is you listen, and it's speech and debate.
Yeah.
And you have to have logic behind it, and you have to listen and then contribute. But
Like,
what was the other one?
So this one, so not serious.
Well, Loud of the week. Let me just explain real quick for anyone new listeners, or if maybe you forgot.
Yeah.
But Lauda is idiot in Farsi.
Fucking idiot.
And that's right, as we say, Lauda, kind of like that. Afghans do, and basically this is our little segment where we bring up a Lauda or a Laudas, plural, to the pod to really just berate and say we're better than them. But
I got
anyway,
a third one now.
well, you go because I'm gonna get mine in, and we gotta.
First of
gotta
all,
get the hell outta
Dick's
here.
Sporting Goods, you fucking failure of a franchise. I ordered a size 8.5 shoes. I ordered a size 8.5. You send me a 12.
Shoe
You
story.
send me a 12. Schmuck. What am I supposed to do now? Huh? Yeah. Fucking goofball. Second. Third. That was.
Yeah.
Apple. Hey, your watch. Can you stop switching the fucking clock randomly? Like, I'll accidentally...
Your face switches?
Yeah. I'll fucking... Like, because I'll accidentally hit this and then, like...
That's
switch to this.
switching it. That's properly switching it, yeah.
Yeah. Mine, I have it normally...
Wait a minute. Wait, you can just switch, like... Oh, hell no. I thought you had to, like, hold that shit to get to that mode.
You have to do this.
Yeah.
Hold it.
That's how you
and then
properly
comes
do
out,
it.
right?
Yeah. But you can actually just swipe through them. Oh, fuck.
No, I didn't. It just does it.
Damn, bro.
I have it on one setting
Doesn't
that
matter
has
what you-
everything I need.
You
And then it just randomly switches to something, and then it takes me forever to fucking get it back.
just,
Yeah,
you
stop.
some kind of schizo or something?
That'd be crazy.
You're switching it, and then you go back.
I am a Republican.
Fucking Fox News. Well, speaking of that, because we got to wrap up, but my loud of the week,
Fox.
here's the thing. It's tied to...
Fox News?
No, well, it's their favorite boy. So
Shapiro.
Trump's first wife died, or the mother of his kids died, Ivana Trump, right? Gave us some great kids. She died, and so that's not. It's not her.
bloodline.
Imagine if I said it was her. This bitch was sucking.
How the fuck you gonna die, bro?
You kept him going. No, they were divorced. Obviously, and then Ivana Trump died. Trump's like newsletter went out to like his fan base, and it was like, it was his hair day. You know, I'm not even gonna try.
Crooked Hillary.
Yeah, has taken another victim. And a lovely woman, what a beautiful. And then like he had like and donate now to my campaign, like still at the bottom of his email.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm not saying this because I get the email.
Grind don't
but-
stop.
Imagine my guy's emails. But no, I just saw it on Twitter and I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Do you think it's like an automatic thing, or did he like?
I do think it's an automatic thing, but I do also think shame on the marketing people or whoever it is.
No one
this
caught
team
that?
To be like,
No
maybe
one
should we remove that? And be like, nah, bro, people are opening these shits, man. So
Do you know how much fucking money we're making?
Trump
No.
24, baby. What can I say? Oh no, I'm just kidding.
Ah!
I hope it doesn't, but it's probably gonna happen.
It's probably gonna happen.
It's probably gonna happen.
Hey, Joe, come on. How are you gonna lie like this to us?
Dude, as real quick, I have to Shane Gillis. You know Shane Gillis, the comedian, dude. You gotta watch a special on YouTube. But I think Joe Biden could be the first president to be punch assassinated. Some guys go, "Hey Joe, what are you doing?" Fuck man, he's so funny, dude. I want to. Next time we hang out, we should watch this thing because it's so good.
Honestly, no. You just have to put Joe on a fucking bicycle.
Exactly, bro. He almost died 10 times. The bike, dude. But hey man, Say What Podcast, appreciate you. If you made it this way all the way through, comment below. Alpha Waymond from
shit,
they'll know the movie.
Just fucking
And we appreciate you. We'll see you all next time
at beach.
Real quick before you click away, thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Click right here to subscribe to my channel for all future videos, and click right here to check out this video over here. Have a great one.